Hey groupers, Pastor Marshall here. Well, not here, I'm actually in Aruba. Most of you know by now that I got stranded here because of COVID, so you might notice a little tickle in my throat. I'm feeling better and better, and I expect by the time that you watch this, I'll be home and 100%. Well, Core52, week number 21, money, which is always a topic that gets everybody's ears open and eyebrows up. I want you to take a moment, discuss with one another the idea that money is spiritual. I want you to make a pros and cons list, literally. What are the pros for money being a spiritual thing? What are the cons that it's not a spiritual thing? Why would it be? Why wouldn't it be? Do you have a personal conviction on the subject? More clearly has a personal conviction that money is spiritual. I wonder what you think. Well, our memory verse this week are Jesus' famous words about money and the heart. Jesus says that our hearts follow our money. Money first, hearts second. And that's contradictory to what we think. It's kind of opposite of what we think. I wonder, can you share an example from your own life where this has been true, that your heart followed your money? And can you prove that this statement isn't true by some other area of your life where the opposite was true? Can you prove that there was some time in your life that your heart was first and your money was second? Jesus says, heart follows money. Well, how do the children in the story before the rich young ruler compare to him? What is the significance about these two stories being together? And is there any money comparison? What would the money comparison be between these kids and this guy? Is it possible to rate Rich's sincerity? He asked a question when the story starts off. And is it possible to rate his sincerity when he asked about having eternal life? Do you think that we can determine how sincere he is based on what we have in this story? Then Jesus has a very strange reaction to his question. What is the purpose? What is the point of Jesus' strange reaction to this man's first question? Jesus asked him a question in return, and it's a strange question. What's the purpose? What's the point? If this guy was so good at keeping the commands, how could he still lack something? He knew that he lacked something. He said that he lacked something. How could he lack something if he was keeping all the commands? What did he lack? And what does this teach us about the inherent dangers of duty? This guy was doing all the right things and he lacked something. What does this teach us about the inherent dangers of duty? Well, last question. What are some of the reasons it is more difficult for those with wealth to have a lasting relationship with God? Why is it more difficult for those with wealth to have a healthy, lasting relationship with God? And who in America should take note of this? Or maybe we could reverse that question. Is there anyone in America that could ignore this teaching? Well, every week, a little application, no different this week. Is your money leading you closer or farther from God? That's your application to evaluate your money and your heart. Well, I hope that you have a great group, and I look forward to next week's video being back in the States. God bless.